Welcome to the astrology for the week of November 12th, 2012. This week begins with a solar eclipse at 21 degrees Scorpio, which could deliver quite an intense punch. As a general rule, Scorpio tends to bring honesty to light, so we may see some activity around that. What would come to light under such an alignment? Let's think about that. There may be some strings being pulled behind the mask of power that come to our attention very shortly thereafter. This is where I'm thinking about election fraud, perhaps. Eclipses typically leave an imprint for up to 6 months. So the degree and aspects in your personal chart may be worth noting. Do you have a significant planet at that degree, for example? What house does the eclipse fall in your chart? These are important to note since they can lend to the shaping of events in those areas of your life. Remember, not all astrology is bad. This is very important. This is a major misconception. Oftentimes people think about astrology and they hear the aspects and they think, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end. It's not negative. Oftentimes marvelous events and encounters can occur just as often. So eclipses can be enormously powerfully good things for you, just as they can be the opposite. But you shouldn't run to the bad first. Later in the week, the moon joins Pluto in Capricorn. With Mercury still in retrograde motion, we may see tempers flare or at least words misspoken. It may be hard to retract words that slip out and carry the truth with them. Remember, a certain person who mentioned 47% one time and paid a price for that comment. Take heed. This is a real critical time to take heed. Of course, the ripple effect of the election could bring a further division among the political disparities that are so pervasive in this country. Wounds are deeper at this point, and we need to find a way to heal and move the whole show forward, regardless of what your views are. This initial bump could be quite explosive, and it's safe to say that roughly half of the populace will be unhappy about the outcome at some point. This alignment certainly sets the stage for such an outcry. I think we may see this. I think election fraud may really be a topic, and we may not know the results for quite some time. As you know, I've mentioned many times before, true astrology really comes from accuracy. When you know the details of the chart, you get the instruction manual for your life. And it's important, as I mentioned earlier here, which house does this eclipse fall in? Do you have a major planet that's there? This is important to know. Accurate, predictable, validating. In short, astrology works. I've been working with charts for years, and I'm always amazed at the accuracy and the feedback I get from people who validate that what I'm saying to them is true. It's very validating. I've got a radio show each week called Turning of the Wheel every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on Contact Talk Radio. You can find that from my website, www.ChrisFlisher.com. It goes to iTunes. If you search my name, you'll see it there. You can get a reading from me, not a free one, but you can get a reading from me at chris@chrisflisher.com. Visit my website, chrisflisher.com, turningofthewheel.com, and I'll see you all next week.